What's up, snake fans? Dave Palumbo here for Muscle Serpents Daily, and today we're going into the snake room. We're going to be looking at a green tree python, a really cool shed from a green tree python. I might actually venture in there and pick her up and show off what I've been kind of quarantining for the last couple of weeks. So we'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at some possible locks, and you never know what we might find here on a crazy Monday. Stay tuned. All right, green tree pythons just shed. First time since I've had them. It's a pretty big shed. Look at that thing. Whoa. Pretty nice. Pretty nice shed there. Look at that. Look at that, Logan. Look at that shed. My son's more interested in the tools than he is the snakes. It's typical kids these days, right? They just want to play video games. That's a big shed. I think the female's gonna shed too. I think that was the male that shed over there. She's gonna go next. All right, we're just taking a look at the green tree pythons here. Here's my female. You know, a lot of people say how nasty they are. They're really vicious biters. I found that this pair that I have, they're really pretty nice. I think she's the one who shed. We were trying to figure out who shed. She looks like she shed. Pablo thinks she's the one that shed. I'm hoping because she hasn't really eaten yet. I tried to offer some food the other day and she didn't take it, so maybe she was I know they have long shed cycles, these green trees. I think the male in the back there, Pablo's probably going to shed next, I would assume. So, but yeah, she had a really nice shed, as you can see. I showed in that video prior to this. So we're hoping that these two might breed this year. I'm hoping. I'm going to offer her a little food tomorrow when we feed. Offer her a small frozen thawed rat or a big mouse. You see, I don't think she's eaten for a number of weeks now. But like I said, they could have been in a long shed cycle. I'm so happy that because a lot of people really can't handle their green trees, and I know, I don't handle her a lot, but this is the first time I really had a chance to take her out. And we'll play with the male next, but she's really beautiful, this snake. Very, very nice, good personality. I think we got the conditions right in this cage too, Pop. Humidity's good. We have that sensor on there. The heat seems to be good. It's not too warm, and they're not even hanging out on the warm. They're not hanging out under the radiant heat panel. They're really hanging out more so on the cooler side, which would be, I guess, consistent with the fact that this is breeding season. So hopefully we'll get something out of it. What a sweetheart! Look at this. What a beautiful. I'm really, you fall in love with these snakes when you see them. This is the first green snake I've ever had. So hopefully everything goes well. She looks pretty healthy, and maybe she'll give us some eggs. And then I can call myself a green tree python breeder. It's funny, my wife always says, you didn't breed boas yet, until I actually bred boas. So now I can't really call myself a green tree python boa because I haven't bred them yet. But if I do, I can add that to my resume, I guess. Beautiful little snake here. I hope you guys are having a great Monday. That is the craziest Boa Lock I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen a lock like that. Look, he's got his face here. He's like all twisted up. This is like 14 locks in one. That's only 2 snakes. Wow, that's beyond textbook lock for boas. I've never seen something so locked, and I don't want to keep disturbing them because I don't want them to stop. But wow. I was like, I don't know if these guys are actually breeding, and then I come in here because sometimes you don't catch this stuff. That is an insane lock. Wow, love it. All right, now this might be the greatest conundrum. You guys know what the word conundrum means? It's an unsolved mystery, essentially, of all time. This is a pastel het clown female in the middle. Wrapped around her is the male, which is a leopard pastel enchi. It's actually pastel spot-nosed leopard het clown. Okay. Basically a het Batman. And we have eggs in here. Now I'm going to tell you the amazing thing about the biggest conundrum. This male and female have been locked and breeding just the other day. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Never in a million years did I think this female was going to go. I thought she was going to go last year. So she obviously, I can't explain it. I'm telling you, they were locked probably within the last week. And this female, there's the male, that's the female, is definitely laying on a clutch of eggs because there's eggs strewn about. Yep, there they are. And the male is helping her to co-incubate these things. Is that crazy? I've never seen this before in my life. This beautiful, beautiful male is helping his lovely girlfriend here incubate these eggs. But I have no idea when I'm assuming they were probably laid either today or feel these things. Yeah, maybe yesterday. I know Pablo cleaned everything. He probably didn't even notice it because everything looked clean in here. They are co-incubating, and I'm telling you, I wonder if they were locked the other week. There's no way that female should have been locked with this male because the locking would have proved fruitless because the female had eggs in her ready to be laid. It's like they almost were having consensual sex, like for pleasure. Is that the first documented pornography of snakes? I don't know. It's very weird, very bizarre. I'm gonna have to pull this girl. I'll probably pull the male out first, and then we'll. I wonder if we gotta wash the male off to get the egg smell of him too, since he wants to co-parent here. I almost feel bad taking the eggs away from her. I almost wanted like maternally and paternally incubate these eggs. This is just bizarre. I love it. All right, looks like she was sitting on 5 eggs, and they definitely were not just laid, so they could have been here for a day or 2. And then there was 2 that were not in the pile. We'll candle all these eggs to make sure they're oriented right. This one might look like a little dried out, I don't know, it looks a little weird. So let's, we're gonna candle them, and then I will mark them and we'll put them in the incubator. All right, there we go. We have 7 eggs. One of them doesn't look good at all. Actually, 2 of them are not so great, but definitely that little one over there did not look like it had an embryo in it. The others looked all good. There was one of them that was questionable, but I think the other 6 might be pretty good. So, look, this could be a good pairing. There was last year I was breeding this female to a banana pastel Mojave clown that was het hypo too. Now I don't think I saw locks with this male, so I think this is the male. But I'll always put the other male down as a possible. So I have 2 tags there for the males because you never know if some of these babies come out looking inconsistent with the male that I have. If I get a banana in this clutch, I know it's from the other male. Now sometimes it could be split clutches too. We have 2 different fathers, which is a little more rare in ball pythons, but it's possible. So we'll keep an eye on these babies when they hatch in the middle of March. So far so good. This is clutch number 2. I have the first clutch of this year will hatch in another week or 2, but that was laid last year, so I counted that as my the clutch from last year. So this is the second official clutch that was laid in 2022. All right, I'm happy. This was a surprise day for me. I'm glad the eggs came out. I'm glad I found them. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. Can you imagine this crazy clutch we got? I told you, Mondays are sometimes crazy surprises. And this was the craziest of them all. I've never seen ball pythons locked up. And maybe you guys have. You can let me know in the comments below. I've never seen them locked up and then a week later or less than a week later, the female lays a clutch of eggs and then the male wraps around the female to help incubate the eggs. This was parenting 101. Unbelievable by reptiles. Who would have thought? Crazy clutch. I'm so, I've been surprised a lot by clutches early in this year. But, it doesn't surprise me in the sense that a lot of these females just didn't go last year. And I don't know, for whatever reason, they took longer to develop their follicles. It was good that I kept breeding them. We got eggs early in the year, so that's great. Clutch looks good. I hope we get 6 hatches. I don't think we're going to get that 7th one to hatch, but who cares? I got to witness something that I'd never seen before and behavior that I'd never seen before. That's really cool. Let me know if you guys have seen that type of behavior. These snakes really like each other. I'm telling you, I've never seen so many locks on a snake before. It's like they were always locked. We weren't even feeding the male practically the last couple weeks because every time we went in there to move him, he would be locked with the female. I'm telling you, I've never seen anything like it. Usually the males and females will completely separate when that female's sitting on that hot spot trying to, you know, incubate her eggs before she lays them. Hey, like I said, I'm learning every single day. There's no rules in snake breeding, that's for sure. They're always basically creating new exceptions to the rule. All right, guys, hope you like what you're seeing. If you are, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, hit that like button. I'll see you back tomorrow morning.